That more details are awaited, but for now we're shifting our focus to news coming in from Bangladesh, where we are learning that police have made a surprise attack on protesting Hindus in Chittagong. Police have put tear-shelled gas and occurred baton charge on unarmed Hindus there. Police resorts to use of tear gas shells, baton charged unarmed Hindu protesters. Hundreds of unarmed Hindus, including women, were injured as a result of the Bangladesh police's baton charge. The situation in Bangladesh seems to be deteriorating even further. These are visuals that we're bringing you from Chittagong, where Hindus are being attacked by law and order forces. A massive clampdown on the Hindu minorities who are protesting again against the arrest of iskcon seer Chinmoy Prabhu, who was denied bail by the Bangladesh court. Earlier today, police in Bangladesh is clamping down on the Hindu protesters that are demanding the release of the seer and protection of the rights of the minority community there. Clear hypocrisy of the Muhammad Yunus government on display on one hand, while he promises, the Prime Minister of India, that he will make all efforts to protect the rights of the minorities. On the other hand, we're getting you these visuals from Chittagong, where Hinduphobia is really coming across in this visual evidence. Hindu voices are being jailed and put behind bars. The face of resistance against the atrocities on Hindus has been put behind bar and is denied basic human rights. These are the very dramatic visuals from Bangladesh, where police made a surprise attack with batons on Hindu protesters. Let's tell you how the Bangladesh court earlier today denied bail to Bangladeshi Hindu religious leader Chinmoy Prabhu, who had upheld the sedition case filed against him earlier this month over his stance on minority rights in the country. Yesterday, Chinmoy Prabhu was barred from leaving the country and detained at the Dhaka airport by the authorities. Today, the Bangladesh court denied him bail in the sedition case that he faces. Now, protests are being staged not just in Bangladesh at Chittagong and Dhaka, but also in India, in Kolkata, where the BJP is staging protests. They will be taking out a torch rally and planning to gherao the Bangladesh High Commission. Let's listen into Chinmay Das's statement on the atrocities against him while in jail.
আপনি মনোবল শক্ত রাখবেন।
আমারও সবার কাছে আপনারা অনেক কষ্ট করেছেন সবাই মিলে অন্তত আমাদের কর্মসূচিগুলো যেন
অবশ্যই অবশ্যই বলবো।
আমি এখন
আপনি মনোবল শক্ত রাখবেন।
আমারও সবার কাছে আপনারা অনেক কষ্ট করেছেন সবাই মিলে অন্তত আমাদের কর্মসূচিগুলো যেন
অবশ্যই অবশ্যই বলবো।
And I'm joined in by Veena Sikri, former diplomat and High Commissioner of India to Bangladesh, and Sonamoni Karmarkar, who's from the Sanatani Adhikara Andolan, both of them joining us live this afternoon. Very good afternoon to you both. I want to come to you first, Sonamoni Karmarkar. Chinmay Krishna Das has released a statement saying that he is not even given proper meals while in jail. Now, a voice of Hindu minority is being treated like a criminal in Bangladesh. What more details do you have on the atrocities that are being leveled against the Hindu minority there?
Thank you for inviting me today. Firstly, I want to say that he was initially in Dhaka, where he was arrested by the Dhaka Metropolitan Police, and he was then transferred to Chittagong for hearing for bail, but his bail was not allowed there, and now he is actually sent to the jail. But the thing that you were telling that he was not provided foods or other comforts, but as per the court's order, proper foods and comfort are ordered to be given to him. A division. This is called a division. People who are of great interest or are of who are important persons or people from court, these types of order are given. So he was given a division. So we can hope that he will be given proper foods, that he's vegetarian, those types of foods and other comforts. But the fact is, what we need to first pay attention that the case, which the sedition, the case was a purposeful one. And Chinmay Krishna, this is not the first one who was arrested due to this case. There were other people, 3 people are already arrested for this case. So unless this case is not withdrawn, people will be, this case will proceed, and other convicted ones or accused ones will be, are seemingly going to be arrested as well. So I would like to actually shed light on the fact that why the sedition case was a purposeful one and was a baseless one. Firstly, the flag that was wasted above the Bangladeshi flag was not the iskcon flag, it was just a saffron flag. There were so many saffron flags in the demonstration of 25th October's Chittagong's Laldighi Maidan's demonstration. Thousands Hindu people were there, and that could be another flag like that. And the demonstration started actually with respecting the national flag and singing and by singing the national anthem. So there's no issue, there's no way it can happen that you're actually, while you're starting the program or the event by respecting the flag, then it becomes that you are being disrespectful to the flag. So this, if you think about the spirit of the whole thing, it's seemingly actually of ill intention. And thirdly, the approval. There was no approval.
He's caring for his people. He is just standing up for the rights and want government to hear the atrocities that is being happening on the minorities there, and arresting a religious priest is not going to do any good to them or to the people or to the country or even the image of Bangladesh. We expect much more from Professor Muhammad Yunus, who has got Nobel Peace Prize for bringing peace and security to people, and that's why he has been put there as a Prime Minister. We will not expect him to take such action which would further create more tension between the communities and fear. So we request the government of Bangladesh to please take care of their minorities, control the radical elements that ransacking your own country and its image. Bangladesh has been known as a very liberal and progressive country. You want to take the country backward? It's very sorry state of affairs. I hope Government of India also puts pressure, and I call for the international community to not let this go the way it is going and put pressure to bring security, safety to the minorities and make people safe there.
All right, that was Sri Ravi Shankar of Art of Living Foundation calling on the Muhammad Yunus government to take action to protect the Hindu minorities. Veena Sikri is live with us on the bulletin. Veena Sikri, I want to come to you and ask you that what we are seeing in Bangladesh is a clear clampdown on the voice of protection of Hindus, a voice that was being raised to demand the security of the minorities in the Bangladesh country led by Muhammad Yunus. What we are seeing is unprecedented. These protests have been sparked since August 6th, but what we are now seeing is a clear denial of human rights to the Hindus here who has been jailed on sedition charges. He comes out and says that he's not even being given proper meals. Why is a voice representing Hindus being treated like a criminal in Bangladesh is the big question.
Yes, it is indeed a big question, and there is no doubt at all that ever since the 5th of August, when Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina left the country, since then the first target of the interim government and the Jamaat-e-Islami, which is the real voice or the real force behind the interim government, their real target has been the minority communities. And right from the 5th of August, there has been attacks and rapes and killings and lootings and a lot of unspeakable atrocities, lack of economic, snatching their livelihood, snatching their economic livelihood, snatching their properties. All this has been going on in greater and greater measure. And of course, our Prime Minister Modi, had taken it up even at that time, quite unequivocally with Professor Muhammad Yunus, and he had even spoken from the ramparts of Red Fort about the need to look after the interests of the minorities. This is enshrined in the Constitution of Bangladesh, and all the members of the interim government have taken their oath on the present Constitution of Bangladesh. So they are obliged to actually maintain the rights and to maintain the living standards of the people, of all the minorities, the Hindus, the Buddhists, the Christians, and others. And on the other hand, we've seen first, even the temples are being destroyed. In Khagrachari, the Buddhists were attacked. In Chittagong, the temple was attacked. And when Chinmoy brahmachari, who was formerly of iskcon and now he's head of the Sammilit Sanatani Jagran Jyoth, which has been set up to protect the rights of the Hindus in Bangladesh. And when he was taking peaceful protests, the most recent one was in Rangpur, but he was absolutely not allowed to do these protests. And on the other hand, the authorities attacked these protests, which were participated in very peacefully by thousands and thousands of the Hindus living there. And then instead of protecting the rights of the minorities, and instead of persecuting the people who have attacked a peaceful procession, the authorities have arrested Chinmoy brahmachari and have put him in jail and denied him bail. And we've seen that even the peaceful protests against his arrest, even those have been treated with the utmost cruelty and the utmost violence. And I am really shocked, and I agree fully with our colleague from Bangladesh that there is no question of a case of sedition in this case, because the members of the Hindu community, all the minorities living in Bangladesh, have the greatest respect for the national flag of Bangladesh, for the national anthem of Bangladesh. Every program is started with that. And, as she says, there's thousands of flags over there. And if some of them at some point it is being said that they, appeared higher than the national flag, I think this is a case that can be easily discussed with the members of human community. There's no question of anybody among the Hindu community wanting to insult the flag or to insult the national anthem. And I think that the demands of the Sammilit Sanatani Jagran Jyoth, the 8-point demands of this Jyoti, have to be respected fully. They want a law to protect the minorities. They want a ministry of the minorities. They want, that there should be a trust and a trust fund. The welfare of the minorities, as assured in the Constitution, should be looked after. So all these 8 points should be met. This is very important. And the government of India has today issued a very strong statement.
All right.
Issued a very strong statement saying that this is unacceptable the way Chinmoy brahmachari has been treated, and he must be released and bail. He must get the people who are persecuting the minorities are not being We are promised that they will be looked after, but they're not being caught. We are promised that they will be taxed. They're not
Right,
being
so
caught.
clear hypocrisy of Muhammad Yunus comes out, gets exposed. He was the one that promised Prime Minister Modi to protect the rights of minority after he took charge as the advisor to the government of Bangladesh. We don't know who really he is advising, but his hypocrisy coming out on the fore. Thanks, Ms. Veena Sikri and Shonamini Karmakar for joining us live this bulletin and sharing your thoughts with us.